Good morning, y'all. We're going to here to teach you a little about growing some hemp seed out there throughout America this summer. My name is Reed from Cheyenne Mountain Seed Company. This is my partner Bill. We are here today to teach you a little bit about planting some hemp seeds.
So the first method will just be planting the seed directly into rock wool. This could be done with any kind of soil or any other media you might want to use. We like to use rock wool. It's what we grow with. We're indoor growers. We go right into a 6-inch cube, starting with our 1.5-inch cubes.
And you can really feel the moisture level in these with your hands, whether it's dry or whether it's wet.
Yeah, you can't overwater in rock wool. That's one of its great attributes. So I'm just going to take the cube and press it into this pre-drilled hole here in our Hugo block. And then I'm going to go ahead and plant some seed. Here we have a few seed here from Cheyenne Mountain Seed Company. This is our mountain mango. And go ahead and grab 2 seeds, put one here, put one there.
And remember, folks, glass is the best way to store your seeds for any period of time.
Now, a seed, believe it or not, has an up and a down. There is a top and a bottom to the seed. The top's real pointed. The bottom has a little flat piece. Very small, but you can easily see it. And you want to plant it with the flat part down, so that way the seed knows to curl around and pop right out. Alright, so we have 2 seeds, 2 rock wools. I'm going to use a scalpel. This is a little maybe unordinary, but we have scalpels in the grove, so I like using them. You just cut a little piece in the rock wool here. Find the top of your seed, poke it in, and then push her down no more than 1/4 inch. Whoop.
And don't use lead pencils to do that.
So poke the seed in. I can just cover it a little bit with the rock wool. Don't really want it exposed to the air. Have full moisture around it. Take the other seed. We do a flood and drain twice a day on something like this, and it'll start getting nutrient right away, even though it hasn't popped yet. But as soon as it comes out, it's going to draw a little nutrient from the rock wool. So the second method is going to be the old-fashioned paper towel method. So I'm going to I grab 2 whole pieces. Take your spray bottle. We're using RO water from our RO tank, but you know, you can use what you deem necessary. Spray it down a little. You already probably have counted your seed. We have a whole jar full, so we're just going to drop them here on the paper towel. They're all pretty seeds, looking good. Spread them out a little bit. Fold the paper towel over. Spray it some more. Go ahead and mush it down a little so I can see the seeds. Fold over the edges. That way it'll fit into the gallon bag easily. Make sure it's all flat. Don't fold it over and have how it was when you put it in. I don't leave it open. I don't push all the air out, but it has enough air to germinate. thing is, you want to hang this now. Don't just lay it on the table. The seeds want to go towards gravity, right? So they want to point down. So hang it like this in a lighted room, you know, with comfortable temperature, and the seeds will go ahead and sprout in 2 or 3 days. All right, so the third method is a little takeoff of the paper towel. You'll see why. But we're going to give the seeds a head start. They seem to really like this. They pop in 2 days, usually. So I'm going to use a little water, put it in this shot glass. Take some seeds. You know, you can put as many as you want in there, really. Use a bigger glass if you have more seeds. And we'll see what happens.
All right, we're back again. Cheyenne Mountain Seed Company, day 3. Has anything happened for us today, Bill?
Well, the seed we put directly in the rock wool, no, nothing yet. Something we just got to keep hoping there. Take a look at the paper towels. I'm starting to see a couple sprouts, yeah. Several of them are sprouting.
Seedling in there.
So, looking good there. Not going to do anything with it till tomorrow, though. All right, so now we have the seeds that were day 2 overnight. This is the second day after third day really, but it's been 48 hours more or less, and they have sprouted pretty good. So we're not going to leave them in this water now. You know, seeds don't grow in water necessarily. We have to transfer this to the paper towel method. So we're going to see what happens when we use this method with the paper towel method. So they're all in a big clump. That's not what you want.
I could take them and put them right in here if I wanted to, though, right?
You could. It's a little early. That's the reason we're putting it in the paper towel. We're going to let them go a little longer, another day, and we'll see what they look like, because they're really on their way. But I'm going to buy my...
folks, it's only been 3 days.
I'm just going to pop them around the paper towel best I can. I'm not going to get my hands on the seed if I can help it, because they're really delicate at this stage. So anyway, distribute them how you can.
He said the key word there, delicate.
And then we're just going to do it like we did the original seed and make sure it's all well soaked. So we're going to fold it just like we did before. Put it in the baggie. Hope so.
All right, welcome back. We're on day 4. We're going to do a little process of planting today. See where we're at on all our other tests. What are we doing today, Bill? We're going straight from the paper towel?
Yeah, the seeds that were planted directly we're germinating right into the paper towel. We have those ready to go on day 4. And also the seeds that we sprouted using just the water method in the shot glass, they're ready to be planted too. So we're going to take a look at them and see what happened and get some in the rock wool. Now the first ones, these are the seeds that we planted in the water. So, do that again.
And we just planted these seeds, so you all don't want to go away on vacation for the weekend. You're planting seeds. You can't just leave these in these paper towels all week, not even check on them. So make sure you're staying around that weekend when you're planting these things.
Yeah, try not to mess it up and fold it when you're taking the paper towel out, because you might taproot off, and then you'll be mad. Don't want that to happen. So here we go, ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and open this up carefully. See what we got.
Oh yeah, it looks pretty.
So here we got our sprouts ready to go. We're only going to do 2 of them.
You need a knife.
Now, you'll probably notice that they're all jumbled up and they're sort of curly-cued. So I'm not real happy about that. Because the taproot wants to go straight down, right off. But we'll see what happens. So you take your rock wool. Always write on the rock wool what strain. We just put MM for mountain mango. But document what you're doing. Don't just be planting stuff and then you come back a week later and you got to try and figure out what you did. That's not good planting and good farming. So these are already soaked in mild solution here. We're going to pop them out of their skin. Now rock wool is totally engineered, so it has a top, a bottom, and certain side that opens up easier than the other. But I'm just going to crack this thing open. Take a seedling.
Wash your hands.
Now this one's a little crooked, but I'm going to put it in as best I can, get him going down, but he's going to be a little crooked coming out of the media here. And then I'll just pop him right into the rock wool. He's good to go.
That looks like it'll hold together pretty good.
So we got some root in the rock wool. We got a little bit sticking out.
All right.
Because it was fair. It was 1.5 inches maybe. It's already developed some. Take the other rock wool, do the same things. Just split her open. Pick a seed. Now this one's shorter, so I'm just going to go ahead and just stick its little head out. And that's it. I'm not going to extend it out any further. Because you don't want your little sprouts to get too tall. I'll tell you, the seeds pop really quick with this method, but I'm not really that thrilled about the way the seed looks right now. So
All right,
we'll see what happens.
Let's move on to the next one.
All right, so we're going to take the seed that we just planted directly onto the paper towel and see what it looks like.
All right, look at that. That looks
Whoa.
awesome. Looks really good. There's that gravity we were talking about earlier. See, it's all pointing right at you.
Everything's going downhill. Now, there's one curlicue, but we can live with that. This baby hasn't sprouted yet, but it looks like everyone's sprouted except that one, Reed.
Yeah, it looks good. I'd say that's about a 99% ratio right
I'm
there.
real happy with that.
Me too.
All right, so same idea. Here's your rock wool split again. Now these seeds are real pretty, so we're gonna, all I have to do, this one I would say is 1 inch long, a little bigger. I'm just gonna stick it out about 1/8 of an inch or so. So just lay it in the rock wool here carefully, just close it back, pop it right in the Hugo, and you're done.
All right, we're on day 4. Is that right, Bill, or is it 5?
This is day 4, Reed, and we went and got these out of the tray to take a look at them. Here's some seed. Here we go. Popped right up, looking good. One of the rock wools hasn't popped yet. It'll probably be coming out tomorrow, the next day. We'll see.
All right, so 4 or 5 days, you're going to start seeing it show its face a little bit. Mm-hmm. That's our seed right into the rock wool method. We haven't done much with it. Is that correct?
Yeah, because we do the paper towel method, Reed, because we're more in control of what's going on. But, farming's different. You're doing 20,000 of them. You probably put them directly into the rock wool or into some kind of media.
And I probably should see them popping at 5 or 6 days, I would think.
The
right?
latest.
The
I mean, we got them to come out in day 4. They're under really good conditions, of course. They're always wet.
Do I need to pour water on this every day?
Well, we have a flood and drain using the rock wool, so it's all automatic. But really, if you wet it properly, it'll last 5-7 days easily without rewatering.
Yeah, and I
Because
can touch it and feel. See, it feels like. No, I don't think it needs water.
it's plenty wet.
Plenty wet, right?
So we planted everything at this point. We got the seeds, we got the paper towel, and then we got the regular water and paper towel method. So we're going to take a look next few days, see what's going on, what happens, and if we can even determine if one method's better than the other.
Welcome back, folks. We got a sales associate with us today. His name's Kirk.
Hi, everybody.
He helps us with our CBD dog treats as well as our seed sales.
All right, Reed, so we got the 3 different methods again. Day 5, everything's planted. The first 2 cubes are from the water method. They still have their seed heads on them. They've grown a little bit. The towel method, pretty much the same thing. They still have the seed head, but they're out a little bit, 1/4 inch still.
Looks like I'm looking at a couple leaves starting to spark out. I see 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, the seed is coming out already. We got a nice little seedling. And if you looked real close at the first cube, you'll see how the seed is coming out. Yeah, you can see the root a little bit and the head starting to pop out of the rock wool.
All right. Feels like the moisture is about the same as it was a couple days ago.
Yeah, so we're in our flood and drain area here. We water these twice a day. We just do everything that way. We use LCD lighting in here. This is where we veg and start everything off.
All right, folks, welcome back. We are on day 6. Seeing a little growth here. Hope you all slept well last night. Kirk, what can you tell them is different about this?
Well, as you can see, we got some more growth coming up from the stalk. We also have 3rd and 4th leaf generating in there, and the stalk's starting to get some color to it now.
Yeah, it's looking a little red. The stem of it's looking a little red. That's water going up through it.
And Bill, we got the end of the seed coming off here, just about their dropper shell.
Yeah, so you got to be careful when you're doing this. Don't be manhandling things. Now I can see this just pop that off, and it'll pop right open. There we go. So she's going to spring right open there. Like in an hour, it'll be well opened and ready to start growing. It's ready to go.
We are on day 7 today. We got about a 1/2 inch of growth. Bill, these are all the different experiments we've been dealing with in the last couple days, showing these people. Can you tell these fine folks what's the difference between the paper towel method or seed right into the rock wool? Do you see a difference? I don't see much of a difference other than we got a few more leaves today.
I don't know. I'm not seeing much. Kirk, what kind of structure you think is happening here? We getting a little more growth?
We're getting more growth as the days go on, but as far as what Reed was asking, I think they've all kind of caught up to each other. You know, initially it seemed like the putting in the water glass popped right away, but once they popped in the cubes, here on day 7, everybody's looking about the same. We're starting to see the small wax leaves being left behind, and the corrugated leaves are starting to catch up and build their mass. So awesome! They're looking
2.5, 3 inches looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we got some sort of greenage going down there in the rock wool. What's happening there, Bill?
Well, you can see both of those rock wool cubes are different color than the others because they've been sitting out a few more days. So we're going to start getting algae, fungo on it. We're gonna cover them next time. We're gonna cover them after this and put our block covers on. It'll keep sunlight, all that off the rock wool and prevent any kind of fungus from growing, algae.
Okay.
It's just a mess. It doesn't really hurt anything, but
We're on day 7 again. I'm testing these every day with my hand for a moisture level. Looking good today. You put any water on them last night?
Flood and drain.
yep, twice a day. So
All right, twice a day. Keep up the good work. We're going to move on to the next phase of this. We will have the covers on, the next one you see. All right, folks, welcome back. We're back to day 8 now. We've done some little maintenance, and remember, we do grow in optimal conditions. We suggest that you guys grow in a room temperature condition or controlled if you can do that. If you can't do that, be as clean and the best you can. We've put some covers on here. You'll see they're white. What is white? Clean. Make sure your whole environment is sterile and clean, and you're not too hot and you're not too cold. This will get rid of the problem that we had earlier with the greening up, the moistness of the mildew.
Direct light.
Yep. We've got a little more growth happening overnight. A couple more leaves showing.
yeah, look at this one, Reed.
Yep. We're up
Got
to
another set coming
we're
out
up
there.
to 6 in 8 days. 6 leaves in 8 days. Some of the other ones have 4 leaves in 8 days, but we got currently a sprinter in the middle there. All right, folks, welcome back. We are on the 9th day of seeding with Cheyenne Mountain Seed Company. We are going to talk about a couple different things. This will be the final day that we'll show you this 10-day process. Bill's opinions are that we think which one of these are better out of all these.
Reed, I really think that the direct seeding method is the best in terms of vigor. I bet in the next 2 weeks we're going to see those 2 plants really take off faster than everything else. But the taproot goes to work right away. You don't have to transplant it or mess with it. It's a delicate thing. So the other 2 methods are real good. The thing about the paper towel is that we had all the good seeds come in. All the tap roots were pointing down, easy to work with.
That gravity we were talking about.
The water method, they were curly cued. That's hard to work, hard to transplant at that point.
So we'll see you next time. If you guys want to find out some more information about us, go to www.Cheyenne Mountain Seed Company. And we'll talk to you about wherever you're going next. Thanks again for staying with us this whole week. And we'll see you next time.